Welcome to Wichita's Biz That Is. I'm Tim Witzman with the Wichita Independent Business Association, and thank you for joining us on KGPT. Today, we have a gentleman, Tony Bowie, and what made me think of this is our downtown Rotary did a huge naturalization ceremony. We had nearly 1,000 people there, and it was a celebration. And so I was thinking about business people here who had come here and become successful, and Tony came to mind. Welcome.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's kind of take a little bit of your journey. Take your time and just kind of tell us, how did you get to Wichita, and what brought you here? What drove you here? What things happened?
Sure. I came to Wichita in 1991, in December of winter of 1991. And I came because my family sponsored me and my mom. Most of the siblings, they have came here already, and so they sponsor us in 1991. The process took 5 years, but we came arrived in 1991. Before that, in 1985, we tried to go, but we got caught. We got caught. So my mom was in prison. They put my mom in prison for 6 months, and myself for three days.
How old were you?
I was about 5 at the time.
Clearly a guy who should be put in prison, dangerous character.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, which country was that?
Vietnam.
Okay.
So after 1975, a lot of people tried to escape the country because the communists they took over. Mm-hmm.
So how did your family finally make it, having been arrested once?
Well, most the siblings they escaped fine, and when it comes to our turn, we didn't make it. But I kind of glad we didn't make it, because I heard some story that when you get out there, a lot of bad things happen, like the boats would flip over and a lot of people died at sea.
So it was your siblings then who were able to bring you over?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
We sponsor the siblings, the sister sponsor.
So you told me you were naturalized actually in L.A.
Yes, in 2005.
So did you spend some time there before you got to Wichita?
No, I arrived in Wichita, and then in 2004, I went over there to work over there.
Oh, okay.
I worked from 2004 to 2008 over I live in Orange County for 4 years.
Little Disneyland.
Yes, yes. Actually, next to a few minutes from Disneyland, Garden Grove.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you got here. What kind of work were you doing, and what led you then, because we're going to get to your current company?
Yes.
So what were you doing at first?
So I did internship here in Wichita.
Were you going to WSU?
I was going to Wichita State, and I did an internship, while going to college for Case and New Holland. Mm-hmm. We had them for the Weber lunch for a couple of years.
Yeah, Case New Holland's a really good company here that a lot of people don't know about, but employs about 500 people, I think, one of the larger employers. And so you did that, and
yes.
You're going to school, and then?
So after that, I wanted to explore a big city, so I took a journey to Orange County, California.
And what kind of work did you do there?
I did. I worked for a company called Epson. And
printer makers.
Yes.
Okay.
Projector, printer, and I also worked for a company called Toyota Financial Services.
I get that.
I did accounting work for them.
When did you begin to think that you wanted to have your own company?
So in Orange County, I also work for my uncle. He also owns an insurance agency.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's where I got the
idea.
exposure of insurance and owning a business.
So
He brought the idea.
this was after you came out of college.
Yes.
Okay. And that must have been a little bit of a daunting task, though, trying to start up a business.
Well, I didn't start out that way first.
Okay.
I worked for companies, and then in 2009, I came back. That's when I came back to Wichita,
Okay.
and then I started working for State Farm,
Mhm.
State Farm Insurance, as a producer.
How was the training on all that? Was it difficult or?
I learned a lot from my uncle in California, and I also learned a lot from working with State Farm.
Did family help you out at all financially as you got the thing kicked off? I know sometimes families do quite a bit.
Well, they support, they support emotionally.
Okay.
I just took a leap of faith on my own.
Was it hard to start a company in Kansas, or did you find it easy?
The motivation was, I just don't want to work for somebody forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I took that leap of faith just to be on my own and run my own business.
Well, a leap of faith is a good way to end the first segment of Wichita's Biz That Is. We'll be right back.